Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Dalton going to throw right away. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he'll be brought down at the 27. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Dalton. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. There's Kamara trying to run for it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got a
touchdown, Saints! Chris Olave from 8 yards out. And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now and I think the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's looking right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover for the squad.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This is taken around the 12. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st down, gone. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air, Goff on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. After one, 7-0. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 8. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 38, Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. Olave over the middle.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people out.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Nifty move. It'll be a Saints 1st down on the pickup of 13. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up 1st downs.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And now to the air, Dalton. Olave holds it in. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And Shark calls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 35 on 2nd down, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Badgley's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3. He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Swift going to try up the middle. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Goff now looking to throw. This is caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw here, Dalton. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Amadi Oruwariye. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This take it in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And some room to roam now. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 38-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Dalton now to pass. And he's got the hook up to Landry. He'll get it inside the 20. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. second and goal. Here's Dalton. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A big win there defensively on second and goal. Loss of 7. And it brings home further.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7. Third and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Dalton on third and goal. His pass caught at the 4. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, partner, they're still going to have to go for it after that play, and I'm not sure that the running game is going to be a part of what they have to do on 4th down now.
From this far out, you wouldn't think so. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Kamara. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara, and the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Goff. He's got him in. complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now gone. Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And it is